Wonder Woman is the fourth entry in the much-aligned DC Extended Universe, and it has been said to be the DCEU's first genuinely good movie, or at least the best out of all of them, but when your filmography consists of Man of Steel, Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, that's it's not saying much. But is Wonder Woman an actually good movie? Kind of. It's probably more competently made story-wise, but I'm not sure can I actually say it's a really good movie. Not sure it's 94% on Rotten Tomatoes good. So what's the story in Wonder Woman? Well, the story's pretty complicated, and I think it's unnecessarily complicated. It's set during World War I, where Wonder Woman spent her entire life wanting to train as a warrior, but her Amazonian queen mother not wanting her to. But eventually she relents, okay, fine, you can fucking train. And one day Chris Pine happens upon her island while he's escaping these German soldiers. And he tells her about what's going on in the war, and she decides that she wants to help out because she thinks that this whole thing's being orchestrated by Ares, the god of war. Okay, now what does this movie do well, and what's it lacking in? Well, the music is pretty awesome. There's that Wonder Woman theme that's just always great. Gal Gadot is really good as Wonder Woman. Chris Pine also does good in his role, although I don't... Okay, there's a romance between him and Gal Gadot, but I don't really believe the romance. It wasn't especially compelling. The action itself is also kind of underwhelming. I mean, you think Wonder Woman fighting in World War I would be pretty cool, but no, it is actually surprisingly lame. That's really weird. Aside from those actors, like Chris Pine and Gal Gadot, everyone else is merely just serviceable. The visuals are just fine. When we're actually in with the Amazons in the magical fantasy world, I don't remember what it was called, but there were some pretty obviously fake landscapes. I also felt like this movie didn't really explore its theme, or if it had a theme at all. Any movie should really have a theme. This movie is going for some big ambiguity, and I feel like Wonder Woman's character arc is deciding, or rather realizing, that war it's not something that's easily ended, because she thinks if she's fighting in World War I she can stop the war, or rather she can kill Ares and stop the war like that. I feel like the general arc of Wonder Woman in this movie was her deciding whether or not she actually wanted to work with the humans or fight with men, which would kind of make thematic sense, because if you remember from Batman v Superman, she actually wanted to separate herself from humans because of some experience she had. And I feel like the movie didn't really explore that, which is a shame. I feel like this review is a lot more negative than I want it to be, because I don't think it's a bad movie. Like there's really one good scene where we Wonder Woman actually sees all these people who are suffering from the war, and but unfortunately it is pretty much the last time that movie approaches greatness. In a year where we've already gotten Logan and Guardians of the Galaxy, I'd have to put Wonder Woman at the bottom.